We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Watson going to keep it again. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll give it to Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these 2 old rivals get together here on this final day of October. in a game that's been highly anticipated. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 4th down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Burrow, man open, it's Goodwin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Taken at the goal line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
36 yards.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. It's Mixon on the counter. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle. Wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Burrow will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Cooper will come in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, Watson to keep it.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Throwing again is Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. 20. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've caused big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
McPherson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds work.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. He's able to find Melton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stop to get it done as you noted. And they did.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're making.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Room here to run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Watson.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Here we go. 11 coming. 12.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy,